All right, I'm going to show you how to access the end of course exam practice site. The easiest way to get here is actually just to Google it. So we can Google practice site EOC Ohio. And it should be this first one that pops up. And once you're here, you're going to click on the student practice site. This other button here brings you to a whole bunch of different resources that could also be helpful. So once students click on the student practice site, you're going to click on sign in. You're going to sign in as a guest, so don't change anything here. And then you're going to be prompted to select your grade level. So you're going to pick your grade level, and from here you're going to get a list of different tests that you can take based on your grade level. So you'll notice that, like for algebra, for example, here is a practice test, and the rest of these are just release test items. The difference between these is that the practice test, if you take it, it will grade it at the end, and it will tell you which questions you are getting right or wrong and the reasoning why. These release test questions will not grade it for you. However, there is a place to find these answer documents if you would like to see it. So once you're here, let's say we're going to try the algebra one. You're going to click on the algebra practice test. Click select. You have to test the sound, and then you should be able to begin your test. Once you're in your test, you're going to notice you can go through the questions this way or by clicking next. You're also going to notice over here you have quite a few tools that you can use. There's a masking tool, and using this tool you can isolate different parts of the problem. There's a formula sheet that this would be more helpful for geometry. There is a calculator, and you're going to notice when you click on this calculator that it is Desmos, which we have used a lot in class, so you can access that in any way you need to. Also in Desmos, let's say that we were trying to graph a quadratic equation. If you click on this little settings tool right here, you can actually make a t-chart, and you can get different data points from that graph, and you can adjust what numbers you put in for the t-chart so that you can see different points. The other tools here, there's a notes tool in case you want to take any notes as you go. There's a line reader that highlights for you, and then of course your zoom in and zoom out buttons. Once you complete the entire test, once you get to the end, you will submit it and it will grade it for you. For those other tests that we started at, the practice ones, if you want to find the answer documents for those, so let's say you were going to try this English Language Arts Spring 17 release test items, and you want to see if you have that correct or not. This would be another thing that you can Google. So we can Google released test questions for the EOC. Let's try Ohio EOC. There we go. So release test questions for the Ohio EOC. Here you're going to get all of the possible answer documents for the different subjects. So right now I'm in math. If we were trying to find that English one, you could go to English up here on the left, and we would scroll down until we find the one we're looking for. So we would probably be looking for I think we were looking for the Spring 2017, and this would be for the ELA one. So if we click on that, it's a giant document, but you can see all of the release test questions here along with an answer key. So if you're doing these on your own, you can check to see if your answers are right. And these are all public documents that anyone can view. They're provided by the state of Ohio to kind of help you with these tests.